Oh God, I'm live. Hey guys, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me. It has been a journey getting on here. Y'all know me and StreamYard have been fighting for a few days. Okay, I've sent a couple of emails, but we're working things out. Oh, why am I so short? Got on my Devil is a Liar shirt. The devil is a liar. Yeah. Victory is mine. Yeah. How are we doing? We have so much to talk about, guys. So much. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Porsha Williams. So Porsha Williams, formerly Gobadia. So much going on there. We got into it a bit in my last live, but I was just like, I want to save it for this live because we were talking about Bachelor in Paradise. Speaking of Bachelor in Paradise, there's some stuff that has come up with those people. And then we're going to end with Nicolandria and Chellace because I just have more to talk about with them and I just want to spend more time on them. Everybody, every subject that I'm speaking about is equally as important. But, you know, Chellace and Nicolandria have been feeding us and we gotta talk, girl. We gotta talk. All right, let's get into it. Let's bring up a girl. So, Drewski brought this up in my last live. So apparently, God, Portia's home was hit with a lien because of some mess with Simon. Let's read about it. This was in Us Weekly on yesterday, actually. So Real Housewives of Atlanta's Porsha Williams' $7 million mansion hit with a lien over ex-husband's six-figure debt. Lord. Porsha Williams' ex-husband, Simon Gobadia, has been accused of failing to pay on a six-figure debt owed to his divorce lawyer. On June 10th, Gobadia's divorce lawyer, Onyema Foray, filed an attorney's lien against his 5-bedroom, 8-bathroom, 15,280 square foot Georgia home worth an estimated $7.3 million. Williams currently lives in the home after being awarded possession after the divorce. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star filed for divorce in February 2024. After 15 months of marriage, she asked the court to enforce the terms of the prenuptial agreement. Gobadia, 61. Oh, he's 61? That's a good 61. Demanded that the prenup not be enforced due to Williams making an alleged misrepresentations during a negotiation. Specifically, he said she intended to be a stay-at-home mom and had no plans to return to reality television. Well, when she get with a supposed billionaire, who's thinking about going back to work? Williams failed to disclose that she will return to her employment on The Real Housewives of Atlanta as a cast member. Gobadia argued, well, she knew she was getting divorced. Instead of disclosing this material fact, the wife made it very clear to Gobadia and the public that she was leaving the television show and not returning a couple of weeks after filing for divorce. Williams asked for a temporary exclusive use of the home she shared with Gobadia. The court granted her request, and Williams has been there ever since. As us previously reported, the divorce was finalized on June 11th. The judge sided with Williams and ordered the prenup to be enforced. The court finds that the prenuptial agreement between the parties contains all essential elements of an enforceable contract. Further, the order reads, the court finds that Williams has been a reality TV star for years, which was well known to the husband at the time of negotiating the prenuptial agreement, and Gobadia nevertheless married Portia with this knowledge. The judge added that the court does not find merit in Gobadia's argument that Williams' desire to return to reality TV or employment in the future constitutes a non-disclosure of material fact and misrepresentation, as these terms are not mentioned whatsoever in the parties' prenuptial agreement. At the hearing, Gobadia claimed his company, Simcoe's value went from $296 million to nothing after he was detained by ICE. The court finds that Gobadia's testimony is inconsistent and lacks credibility, especially given Gobadia's testimony that prior to the ICE detention, he resided outside of the U.S. for more than 1.5 years and was able to successfully run and operate the company internationally, the judge wrote. The judge said that Gobadia's testimony that almost $297 million in business value vanished entirely over the course of a few months without recourse or recovery strains credibility. Per the prenuptial agreement, Gobadia will pay Williams $40,000 a month and spousal support for 14 months. In addition, Williams was awarded the home, but will have to pay her ex 50% of the equity. Williams will have 36 months to refinance the mortgage to remove Gobadia's name or sell the home. The deal also awarded Williams a 2021 Rolls Royce and all other cars in her name. Gobadia will also have to pay Williams legal bill totaling $224,000. What were they doing in court? This is messy. All I have to say is, where is Simon getting this money? Like, where is he getting $224,000 from? Where is he getting the $44,000 a month for 14 months to pay Portia? If he said that he don't have no money, if he went from 296 million to zero, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think he had 296 million. I don't think he ever had that. I think this man was scamming from jump, and she got caught up in the scam, child. Oh, this is a mess. Okay, who are the lawyers in here? If she sells the home, will that affect the lien? Will they take the money from you know what, Portia, just sell it and get out of it. Just sell it and get out of it. This sucks. This sucks. This is the thing. When you marry for money, you have to do some research. You have to do some real research and make sure this man actually has the money that he claims. Oh, this is sad. Yikes, 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 yikes. What are your thoughts, Star family? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk for about 5 minutes. So after each subject, we'll talk for about 5 minutes. And then at the end, we can go on for hours like we normally do. I don't think that man had any money to begin with. Yikes, girl. Yikes, 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 yikes. Let's get into it. The Lux Explorer said, Star fam, this live is going to eat, period. Mama Alandria is everywhere, can't wait. Nick is the most supportive boyfriend he is. Cordelia said, NikkiStar, in your last live, you talked about the movie, not Without My Daughter. Now I'm watching it screaming at my TV. Yes, this was me as a child. Me and my mama, how dare you not warn how wild this is? LOL, this is one hell of a movie and a must watch. So can you imagine watching this as a child? Crying for Sally Field? The movie was insane. The movie was insane. Denise said, to be fair, Cordelia, Nikki is horrified every time she mentions that movie. Yep. Fundamentally changed me. Fundamentally changed me. Cordelia said, you're right. She did speak of it as she was traumatized. Denise said, I know how you feel. I saw it as a kid and never returned. Yeah, once was enough for me. It's burned in my brain. Megan said, happy Wednesday, everyone. Looking at the pictures from today, I realized Ola has not just beauty, but she has classic beauty and could fit in any area. Absolutely. She's 70s fine and beyond. Denise said, LOS, okay, I made it somehow. Ephraim said, hey, everyone, I'm so excited for tonight. Did anyone see JD ask what we want him to say at the reunion? And while this is a real answer, nothing at all. LOL, happy Wednesday. This reunion got to hurry up, child. It's so much going on. Hey, Mama Star. Mama Star still has not changed that name. Mom. Hi, Star family. Mama Star is here for the review. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Love you all. Yes, Mama. And Mama says, like the video. El Savina said, I've missed your lives. Also, please, I know you've spoken about this before, but lots and lots of Black people date each other in the UK. This agenda that Ali wouldn't go for AD because she's dark isn't true. Thank you so much, El Savina, for clearing that up. I will say, there is a thing that happens often when any guy is attracted to a woman that is dark skinned. They do the same thing with Alondria. It's like they have to find a reason. It's just like, no, she's just beautiful. She's just a great person. This guy is just attracted to her. You know, I'll be up here fighting for my life for the Black American community. I'm just like, we date each other. Don't let these bozos that you see on reality TV fool you. We date each other. You are just seeing a small segment of our community. They are not the majority. Ephraim said, I saw the Nicolandria reunion outfit leak, and I'm not shocked at all by how stunning Alondria looked and how well Nick complimented her. They're a great couple. Hey, Eva, thank you for being here. Ephraim said, let's get the night started with some likes and shares. Yes, like the video, family, like the video. AI said, did y'all see Nick asking the paparazzi to take pictures of only Alandria? That was so sweet. I did not send it. I'll put it in the video. Stacey said, hi, everyone. The Nicolandria of it all. Their reunion fits were stunning, and Alandria's fits and makeup for the press run today, incredible. Absolutely. Hey, Drewski. Soli said, right, all the fits slate. I can't wait to see them for real. And actually, I am excited for the reunion. Me too. Me too. Oh, we absolutely are. We always have a great time. Hey, Kiki, how are you? Well, I just have more to say about Nicolandria. We have so much, so I'm just going to do them last. Hey, Spency, how are you? Thank you so much. Simply Simone said, we're about to have a time tonight. Hey, Bianca, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Janelle said, enjoying my last days of freedom before I start the respiratory therapy program. Let's have fun tonight, y'all. Keeping you in our prayers. Thank you, Solis. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, Nasby, how are you? Hey, Jazzy, thank you so much. Hey, Yasmin, how are you? Hey, it's Juby. The devil is a liar. Drewski said, hey, everyone. Hey, fam. And wow, Simon said he is not about to go quietly. Aline on the house. Portia truly might have met her match. I'm sure Fallon is cackling somewhere, LOL. Here's the thing. I knew something was up when Fallon was okay. Like, she was okay with Portia and Simon getting together. And I'm just like, either they had an open relationship or she knew what was up. So she got out to protect her assets. Something had to be up because she was so chill about them getting together. I was just like, a woman that acts like that is a woman who already knows that the man is not the prize. And my God, today, is Portia learning. Devonta said, Nikki looking like Donna Summer. Thank you. Eva Ripley said, hey, everyone, remember to like and share the video as we get into it tonight. Thank you. Nasby said, doing great, Nikki, as a Nicolandrian, Chellacer. I am feeling well fed. Amen. Hannah said, you can't outscale that. Okay. Hey, JLB. JLB said, hey, Nikki, face tea, skin tea, hair tea, green tea, jasmine tea. I love y'all. Thank you for being here, Em. You made it just in time. Devonta says, Shelly and Alondria look more fine outside the villa. I can't wait to get into it. I'm so proud of them. Where is it? Where is 296 million, guys? That's insane. For you to lose 296 million while detained in ICE, which has not been for a long time, you didn't have 296 million to start with. No way. Hannah says she shouldn't have ever dated or married him. It made us look at her differently and question her character. Sure did. he's never coming back. He's never coming back. He never had the money. He never had the money. Devonta said, I thought they deported her husband. A scam that Todd set up. Yeah, I think he's like a holistic doc said. I think he's in Dubai. Lily said, that's how much they say it be costing the rich to get divorced, honey. A mess. 224,000. Oh no, we could just talk it out. JLB said, sell everything. The stress isn't worth it. It isn't. And Porsha has money. She didn't need Simon's money, so I don't know. It's weird. If y'all remember my lives from before, she even got like when they first got together. I was just like, "What are you doing? You don't need this. What are you doing?" It was so weird. I'm like, "You do not need this man's money. You are very well off." Like she has coins, so it's just very weird. Very, very weird. Ice Macchiato said it's very hard to believe Simon had that much money. It's ridiculous. I don't think he did. I don't think it did. I don't think he ever did. Josie said it's crazy how this is blown up in Portia's face. It's insane. So sad. Santino said she ain't seeing none of that money. None of it. She's not getting anything. She's going to have to be on Bravo telling us her business for a couple more seasons. Yep. Give me shelter. Said hi, Nikki and Star fam. Mama Star, happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Yes, happy hump day, guys. Save the best for last. Thank you, Bridget. Naya said, hey, Nikki. Hey, Star family, looking gorgeous per usual, Nikki. Thank you. Eva Ripley said, I think we need a tutorial for gorgeous hair, Nikki. Just you wait. Y'all watch my home channel. I'm doing some things over there. I'm doing some things. We need the routine. Just you wait. Toya Star is here. Toya Star said, thank you, Star family, for supporting Nikki'Star. Like and share. Thank you so much. Just beaming with glee. Has to be. Hey, All Day Finesse, thank you for being here. Kiki said, Fallon didn't care because she knew about Simon's scamming ways. Plus, she was cheating herself too. Yeah. Like, she just did not care. And I'm like, she's too chill for there not to be an issue with this dude. And here we are. Kay said, Nikki is going to be an interview with Nicolandria tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Andy Cohen. Thank you so much for bringing that up because my girl Coco hit me up and told me about it. Let me remove that comment. They are Brian and Amaya and Nicolandria are going to be on Watch What Happens Live. I don't know why it's not Nicolandria and Chellace. Very weird, but they're going to be on there tonight. I'm absolutely going to watch it, and we'll talk about it tomorrow as well. I'm going to get two more, and then we are going to move on. Hannah said, Porsha suffers from wanting more than she already has, and she loves being married to any rich man. Yeah, I think she just really likes that idea and that lifestyle. She needs to break out of that. That's not something that she needs. Naya said, the Nikki'Star at Home channel is such a vibe. Thank you. Oh, I keep on forgetting that they won Love Island. I keep on forgetting. That's so crazy. I keep on forgetting that they won. A mess. Now I said, Nikki, be specific about which Coco. Oh, not Coco. Y'all know Christina. She comes up here all the time. I should have said Christina, not Coco. Oh my God. Miss Lou said Portia's determined to be a cat wife and will squander. I hope not. That you don't need the money. Crazy. But you know what? I don't know your finances. I've heard some things that you were pretty stacked for people who work with you. But what do I know? Anyway, let's move on real quickly because we got to get to Nicolandria and Chellace. But let's talk about this with Bachelor Nation because if you were in my live yesterday, we talked about this. So Bachelor Nation is blowing up because on the most recent episode of Bachelor in Paradise, Bailey finds out from Brian that Jeremy, the guy that she's currently coupled up with, never wanted her and wants to get with Susie, another girl on the show, who left the show. He wants to get with with Susie. And not only does he want to get with Susie, he wants to proposed to Susie, his words. And he intends on pursuing her after the show while he's still coupled up with Bailey, who is so in love with him and is currently creating a life with this man that does not want her. So the show blew up. Well, Bachelor Nation, which is a fan base, this last episode pretty much blew up the fan base because everybody got mad at, where is my boy Brian, at Brian for telling Bailey that Jeremy does not want her and everything that he said about her. So everybody got mad at Brian for telling Bailey, and Brian became like the villain of the episode from the cast. But everybody in Bachelor Nation is just like, absolutely not. I'm telling you guys, I was on Bachelor in Paradise's, I was on their Instagram. It is absolutely giving Love Island. The fans have gone rabid. They are cussing everybody out. They're cussing out everybody in the cast. People in the cast are responding and being like, oh, y'all didn't see everything. They have to make videos and comment about this because nobody is letting this episode go. They are really heated and pissed off about how she was treated and how Brian was treated by the entire cast, because it looks as if nobody had her back. So everything is starting to spill out into the real world. And I guess the cast has been harassed so much, they all started to speak up. So there were a couple of people that spoke up. I want to start off with Andrew, who completely shocked me because Andrew shocked me in the latest episode where he got mad at Brian and he was just like, this is bro code. You don't tell a guy, you don't tell another girl about her guy. You wait for the guy to do it. Like, that's bro code. And I'm just like, why is it bro code when it comes to protecting women? Like, this woman was hurt. Her friend told her that this guy does not want her, his words, and Andrew is screaming bro code. How the hell does that make any kind of sense? Wells, stand with him. He had the best. He had the best commentary on this episode. So anyway, Andrew is starting to respond because I guess the fans are lighting him up. So this is what Andrew says. Andrew says, Jeremy is a grown A man. That's his combo to have. I stand on it. Also, funny that y'all are tripping about us not telling Bailey about a phone call that we have no context to, but okay, with the fact she didn't tell Parisa that Brian, why are there no periods? Like, where are the punctuation marks? But okay, with the fact that she didn't tell Parisa that Brian was the one who asked her to go on a secret rendezvous when she had no context to his intentions yet. We need some punctuations, Andrew. Also, Andrew said, y'all do know we are seeing the ITMs, which are basically the behind the scenes, the confessionals and conversations for the first time, as well if we aren't in the room when things are said. Only those people know. Oh, baby, we got to go back to school. So then Bailey responds and she says, hold on, let me just read it from my phone. Because child, that's too small for me. And I got 90/90 vision. Bailey says, let me be clear. The reason I didn't immediately tell Parisa was because I first needed to process what was going on and then speak to Jeremy. I chose not to do a secret rendezvous because it was a secret. I was planning on having a conversation with Brian that might not be in secret before he pulled me. I had every intention of telling Parisa if there was a sneaky intent, but between the note and telling Jeremy about what, but between the note and telling Jeremy was about an hour of time. I like to make clear-headed decisions. I like to make clear-headed decisions, and I would not have held something like that from anyone on my cast. I'm allowed to process what's going on in front of me. I'm glad I didn't immediately tell her before speaking to Brian, because it would have resulted in a bigger issue when Brian did not have ill intent with our conversation. This season has been a lot for me emotionally and mentally. No one is perfect, and I believe in giving those I care about grace. I wish those close to me wouldn't continue to add to what's going on, but I did want to justify my actions in the moment, and I believed I moved correctly. Now, this whole comment was about Andrew because Andrew was fighting with the fans and sending heat her way. He's still on his bro code and still mad at Bailey. Then Alex, who is currently coupled up with Andrew, she throws her 2 cents in and she says, hey, y'all, I want to take a moment to address Monday's episode. First, I'd like to say that I shouldn't have told Bailey about Jeremy's phone call as soon as I could. I felt that I should have told Bailey about Jeremy's phone call as soon as I could. I felt this way long before the episode aired, and I've apologized to Bailey privately months ago and have continued to do so. To provide more context, when Jeremy told me he called Susie, he did not tell me the details of the call. I also did not hear any of his private interviews or his other ongoing comments about Susie. This is why when Bailey tells me that Jeremy said he will propose to Susie, I stated that I had not heard him say that because I hadn't. When Jeremy told me about the call, Bailey was away on her date and I was sleeping when she returned. The next day, I spoke to Jeremy again about the call and the conversation, and that wasn't aired. And he told me that him and Bailey had talked and were in a good place. I had a friendship with Jeremy before Paradise, but was still growing a new friendship with Bailey on Paradise, and it was difficult to decide what my involvement should be. However, I should have brought it up to Bailey regardless and checked in on her. It's not an excuse. Please keep in mind that a reality TV show is only showing small clips of long days and conversations between all of us. At the end of the day, I am so happy that Jeremy and Bailey found a true connection on the show, and I continue to wish to both of them nothing but the best. Looking forward to the rest of our journeys, Alex. And then Jeremy hops in and he says, watching the past few weeks back has been tough. A lot of what's aired doesn't show the full story, the small, meaningful moments, or important conversations that brought Bailey and I closer. Our relationship grew so much beyond the 1% of what was shown on TV, but unfortunately, so much of that focus has been on small parts of what we actually experienced in Paradise. My time on the beach wasn't perfect. There were many ups and downs and many mistakes I made. At the end of the day, only Bailey and I know the reality of what we went through, and I hope people can respect that. So here's the thing. Everybody is doing damage control because not only did that episode show everybody in a poor light, when Wells, who was really respected within Bachelor Nation, gave his 2 cents about what was happening on the latest episode, not only did it come from Wells, it came from Wells on the exact episode. So Wells became the voice of reason and the voice of the audience. And this whole thing is starting to backfire now, and everybody is getting heat, and everybody is trying to put out fires across the fan base because the fans not liking them. That affects brand deals. That affects people's money. And I think that Bailey and Jeremy are putting out statements because these two are together. And from what we've seen of their relationship, it seems extremely toxic, and it seems extremely verbally and mentally abusive concerning Bailey. I don't know if they can blame the way their relationship looks on the edit. I really don't know, because we literally saw Jeremy make Bailey cry. We literally saw her chasing after that man and him not pursuing her at all. Like, I don't know. I mean, how much did they cut out? Now, listen, it could be possible that they could have received a bad edit. Look at what happened to Shelly. Look at what happened to Ace. Like, it could very much so be true, but we watched that man bring Bailey to tears in real time. So I don't know. I do not know, but I never see Bachelor Nation like this, and I feel like they're all in trouble. And I also think that the show is probably going to change what Bachelor in Paradise is again, because it's also an overwhelming consensus from the fan base that they absolutely hate this new Bachelor in Paradise, because it's not about love anymore. It's now a game show about money. I don't know, y'all. What are your thoughts? Let me give us our timer of 5 minutes, and we can get into it. Someone's sitting on my rooftop. If I take off running, y'all know why. Hey, Nina. Nina said, hi, Nikki and Star fam. Nina said, hi, Nikki and Star fam. I don't know why Andrew is trying to defend his poor decisions instead of just being like, you're right, we effed up, I'm sorry, like Alex did. I agree. I'm like, why are you fighting with them? You look terrible on the show. You were the one that said bro code, and you're still sticking with this bro code mess. And I'm like, did you see it, Andrew? You look terrible. Bailey is crying. Brian is, Brian is helping his friend cope. And you're like, oh, bro code, and turning Jeremy into the victim. And here's the thing. Andrew is saying, well, I didn't have context. So why did you have an opinion? If you didn't have context, then you should not have had an opinion. But what you show the audience is that even if you don't have context, you are always going to side with a man. And that jacked you up because the Bachelor Nation, the fan base of all of these Bachelor shows are women. You and Elf are about to find out. You effed around? Now, take your licks and keep it pushing. Megan said, I don't understand why the cast members can't admit that they were wrong in this instance. Like, admit you were wrong and move on. All explanations are making things worse. Yes. And the nastiness from Andrew. I'm like, you don't have a right. You don't have a right. First of all, for Andrew, what really sucks is that he showed us a side of him we never knew was a part of his personality. Now it's lights for him. Unique said, this episode of Bachelor in Paradise pissed me off. Throw everyone, Brian and Bailey in the trash. Oh, Bailey the quarter strike. My God, today. Miss Brown Sugar said, they should stop before to provide more context. Just apologizing for doing your friend wrong and leave it at that. The rest sounds like explaining it all away. Absolutely. And also, the fan base of these reality TV shows are tired of fans blaming the edit without any justifiable receipts. Why, for it to compare, Nicolandria and Chellace, they were able to get people who were not rooting for them because of the edit. They were able to switch that around when they came out of the villa, and people were just like, wait a minute, this is not, they were acting a different way. Wait, the show showed them this way, but this is not who they really are. And then you had everybody in Love Island, the cast, the people who were there with them, the narrator being like, oh no, this is who these people actually are. Oh no, we thought that they were going to win because we were actually around them. So that's when so many people were just like, oh, okay, we got a real terrible edit of who these people actually are. This is not the same case with Bachelor Nation. Like, Andrew, we're literally going off of your words. You did not get a Frankenbite. They didn't chop up your sentence and put it somewhere else and act to make it seem like you had said something completely different. This was a straight shot of you getting mad at Brian for protecting Bailey and saying bro code. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Nasby said, JLB said, I'm so sick of bro code and girls girl. It's too much to ask for integrity and compassion. Absolutely. Nasby said, Andrew's attempt at damage control was the worst. He's the type of person that PR agents were created for. Absolutely. He should have never let us see him like this. Unique said, Jeremy, hush, you sat up there and played with that girl and lied like a rug on the floor. I'm so happy that what he said was caught on camera saying, because if it wasn't, you know what? Would it have made a difference? It seems like she's still with him while watching the show. Poor thing. Zora said, why is Bailey defending this man? Because I think she's still with him. Mama Star said, you can't sell a lien. You have to settle the lien first. You can't sell with the lien. You have to, yikes. Megan said, like I said in yesterday's chat, Jeremy and Bailey have a rude awakening at that reunion. If we have one, I hope we do. This season of all seasons needs a reunion. Naturally, Mara said, Andrew needed a chat GPT response. Sarah said, so sad that Bailey is probably still with Jeremy, and that weak apology from Jeremy after we saw her crying, leaving his bedroom, and him rolling back to bed. He does not like her. He does not like her. Miss Brown Sugar said, "Baby, where are Bailey's real friends? Where's her parents? Where's her mother? Where's her family? Somebody needs to show my girl that even the nice scenes are her falling all over him and Jeremy just being there." Yep. Thank you, Justinina. Unique says, "I hate that they added all that money aspect to the show as well. Now it's just a game." Yep. Please, y'all. My mom keep on writing this. Like the video. Please, family. Megan said, "If I wanted to watch Survivor, I will watch the episodes on CBS. I want to see Bachelor in Paradise." I agree. I agree. Miss Brown Sugar said, "I wouldn't mind the game show aspect if it wasn't on top of 11 other challenges and a whack cast on top of that." I agree. Simply Simone said, "I know the network is pissed. Bachelorette on hiatus, looking for a new Golden Bachelor. Now they got the fan base turning on Paradise. It's a mess. It is a mess." They sure did. And everybody is. So here's the thing that I think is going to happen now that money is involved. They're going to vote off all the Goldens and they're going to keep one Golden couple because they think of them as weaklings. And I think it's going to be Miss Kathy and Keith. They're going to keep them around because, one, they're fun and they enjoy them, but also they think that they're weak. And they are thinking that there's going to start to be physical challenges. And they feel like, the younger Bachelor in Paradise cast feels like if it comes to it and it's them against Mr. Kathy and Mr. Keith, they got it in the bag. It's terrible. I always felt like the Goldens should have had their own Paradise. Eva said the Goldens did get the shredding of the sick. I agree. Nina said the poor Goldens, the ageism was crazy. Absolutely agree. Send it to me. Send it to me. What do you got? Sarah said, even when they released that extra clip of him apologizing, eating ice cream to do damage control, it was a weak apology. I'm like, this was damage control? This is so bad. I think Bachelor in Paradise is going to be put on hiatus again. And dare I say, this might be cancellation may be coming. Cancellation may be coming because I can honestly see the network saying we can't afford all of these shows. Like if Bachelorette is on hiatus because it wasn't doing well, then The Bachelor is coming back. If that doesn't do well and Bachelor in Paradise is tanking, one of those shows is going to be on the chopping block. And I think it might just be Bachelor in Paradise. Listen, we're in a recession. Money's tight. Money's tight. And they gave Bachelor in Paradise a lot of money. We can see it. So for them to have received all this money from ABC and they're tanking, this show could be canceled. Justin said, did you just say Bachelor and Challenge in the same sentence? I've never seen the show. What is going on? Chaos. Let's get into Nicolandria and Chellace, or what the millennials call the Core Four. I love that. Whoever gave them that name, I love it. The Core Four. Elite. Arcadis, please send me whatever you have on Instagram. I got my Instagram up. Send me whatever you got. Send it to me. Show it to me, Rachel. Show it to me. Anyway, I'm going to get into, yes, Mama, the Core Four. I'm going to get into it. So here's the thing. The Core Four have been feeding us. There's so much going on with the Core Four. So let's get into it, child. The first thing we are going to start off with is the Bama Barbie has been signed. The Bama Barbie has been signed. Nick's wife, Miss Nicolandria, she has signed with UTA. Wait a minute. Is Nick with UTA as well? Hold on. Is he with UTA? If he's with UTA, oh my God. Who did he sign with? Crawford Models. That's not what I'm looking for. Y'all know. Who did Nick sign with, Star Family? Oh, he's with CAA. Okay, thank you. Nick is with CAA, but the Bama Barty is signed with UTA. Now, remember, we saw Nick outside of UTA with he was getting paparazzi. So we thought that he was going to sign with UTA. Then he signed with CAA. And I don't know if Nick was pulling a Prince Harry and he was at UTA for Nicolandria. You making some stuff happen, because one thing about that man, he going to make sure she eat, even if he not with her, and I love that for her. So I don't know if he was pulling some strings for his woman, or maybe he was having his own personal meeting. But whatever, the Bama Barbie got signed. The Bama Barbie got signed. Our girls for UTA. Oh, she coming. She coming. And not to be left out of this, the Haitian Barbie, Miss Chellace, has signed with Gersh. So she's signed with the same agency as Amaya. I'm hoping Gersh is great. It's a one of the big threes. I really want her to be at CAA or WME, because I just feel like they got better opportunities for Black women, but I could be wrong. Let's see what goes on. Let's see what Gersh is able to do. But I'm excited for my girls. I really, really am. Now we're just waiting to see who Ace signs with, because that's the one I've been telling y'all from jump. That's the one who we're going to see like legitimately in film and TV. Legitimate, like starring in a show. I think come next pilot season, Ace is going to be on something. Ace is going to be on something. Like, we have talked about this repeatedly, but the core four, I knew by the way they were moving, I knew that whoever was managing them, and I think it was Ace, and I think Ace and Nick was running that ship, but they have this idea, this mindset, this plan that they are going to become legitimate celebrities. Like, these guys are not going to be reality TV stars. They're going to be legitimate celebrities. And how I know that they're going to do it? Because their fan base is adults. Millennials did this. And millennials are the people in positions of power now. They're the heads at ad agencies. They're the big time agencies at the big three agencies. They're the execs at Universal, at Disney, at Fox, but the millennials are the ones who are in power now, and they love Nicolandria and Chellace. They are going to make sure they eat, and that's why I always said, what's that deranged Trump in the bodycon dress? I forgot her name, but that's why I said her having that young fan base is a nightmare. Now, yes, all them kids might be following her, but that does not mean money. That does not mean money. Nobody wants anybody that has the fan base of the Hitler Youth. Nobody wants them kids at anything for them. Absolutely not. Nicolandria and Chellace, they got the adults with money, the adults that are making the decisions for the kids. That's who they want. They got the adult women. They got the adult Black women, them big time spenders. They know what they're doing. And the core four is going to eat. As long as they got millennials, especially not just millennial women, but Black women in general behind them. Wealth. And what did Beyonce say? Always stay gracious. Best revenge is your paper, because I'm waiting for Nicolandria to be in Vogue. As like, I'm waiting for the spread with her and Nick. I am waiting. And I'm waiting for Mattel. I'm waiting for Mattel, because I think we're going to get a Bama Barbie. I'm waiting. And she been saying it. Like, everybody was trying to give her advice. Some little French girl from Love Island, France, was trying to give her advice. Nicolandria, you working with these little programs and all this stuff. You need to do big brands and all of this stuff. And Nicolandria said in her live, she said, guys, I'm doing some stuff. I just can't say it right now. And bam, she out in the streets. Matthew Reisman is posting her all over his page. All over his page. First of all, this is her and Alandria, because she's in New York right now. The core four and the rest of the cast is in New York right now for the reunion. They just filmed the reunion yesterday. Alandria getting paparazzi and doing all kinds, her and Nick doing all kinds of photo shoots around New York City. She was in, she just did something with Sergio Hudson, Brandon Blackwell, and Matthew Rice. Where is it? This is it right here. Brandon Blackwood and Matthew Reisman posted her. First of all, she's all over Matthew Reisman's page. He don't play about the Bama Barbie. He does not play about her. And in the comments of this this video, because Alandria is doing a she's doing a podcast with Miley Cyrus's her mama. She got a podcast called Sorry We're Cyrus with the other Cyrus, not the Cyrus that we know. Not the girl that sings America and Hannah Montana, but the other one. She looked just like Miley Cyrus though, but a little off. Anyway, so Alandria is doing her podcast. She did this whole promo with Alandria, but right in her comments is who? NYX. NYX said, "Trust, I will be tuned in." And I'm telling you, whoever the social media manager is for NYX, I think it's a Black woman. It gotta be. Whoever they are, they have been on her team since day one. Before Alandria even mentioned that she was wearing their makeup, they have been on her team from day one, and it is the smartest thing they ever did. NYX, you better give that social media manager a raise, because this was the smartest thing. This social media manager made sure y'all stay loyal to the winning team, and because of that, y'all are about to make billions when that collab drops. Hallelujah. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? And a lot of people are just like, oh my goodness, why isn't Alandria doing Black podcasts? How many Black podcasters are there? She did Kiki. I told y'all she can't do Jessie Woo right now because that bobble-headed skeleton demon, Steph with the deets, is making the block hot for Jessie right now. So I think her management team and her agency is probably like, not never, but not right now. I don't know who else she will go to. Will she go to AD? But that's Netflix. I don't know. Is this Hanifa? This dress is amazing. Oh, she looks amazing. Yes, queen. Yes. But this is just one of the things that she's doing. So she's all over the place, right? So she's in New York, posing in Sergio Hudson, getting posted by Brandon Blackwood, and Matthew Reisman. There's another picture that I had that I wanted to show you guys before we moved. Yeah, this is it. Oh! Matthew Reisman, right? Who's at the bottom for y'all, left-hand corner? Alandria, right under Celine Dion, right next to Zendaya, Ariana Grande, and I think that's the Sabrina Carpenter girl. Is that Keisha Cole in the corner? Whoever it is, look at where Alandria is. This reality TV show girl who was on a reality TV show like what, a month ago? Look at her. Look at her. My God today. My God today. And Matthew Reisman, if you read it, he's a contributor to Vogue magazine. I'm waiting. I am waiting. I'm telling you, the core four will be legitimate celebrities probably within the year. Because if Ace and Nick can act, it's up for them. It's up for them. Right now, Shelly and Alandria, they're going to be doing they're on their modeling bag, right? They're in their modeling bag right now. Alandria and Shelly, they need to pop out of a little show right now, get a few acting classes. Listen, Shelly and Alandria, I do teach acting. I will give y'all a discount. No, y'all got it. Come see me. Y'all got it. But I'm telling you guys, they are going to be legitimate celebrities. We're going to see them at like award shows. Like not just no teen choice, right? They're going to be like legitimate celebrities. It's happening. There is somebody in their circle who is a legitimate celebrity who is like giving them all of these connections, or somebody who likes them. I can't wait for them to sit down and talk about how they got from A to Z. Because my God, today, I know Black Hollywood is behind this. So we didn't see the Bama Barbie and Sergio Hudson, right? Did you also know that the Bama Barbie she draped in vintage Versace? Vintage Versace for another little photo shoot. Her and Shelly is all up and down the New York streets, just stunting and posing. Getty Images. Millennials, look what we did. Oh, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Now, remember, Nick said, I'm going to make sure that Alandria models. And he meant that. Because when Nick got out of the villa, he had already been modeling for Kulani's Bikinis, which is an Australian brand. They worked out a deal where he did a collab with them to sell some of their swimwear. And so he did a collab recently called Kulani's Bikinis and Nick. And he had himself as the model and Alandria as the model as well. So I want to say right now, get some water and get a fan because these pics are very hot. These pics are very, very hot. So I want to start with the ones that are all over the website, and then I want to post the ones that they posted. So this is, as immediately as you go to the website, this is what you see. They're so fine. I love this couple. Just beautiful. And this is all over their website. Kalani Keeney's and Nick. And he got his model. And I'm telling you, I feel the spirit of Prince Harry on her. I know he made sure they paid her handsomely. Oh, I just saw this picture right here. That first picture, my God, today. Yes. Yes. Hold your horses. Another picture is coming. Ow! Ow! Ate that up. Ate that up. This needs to go in a museum. This needs to go in a museum, and it needs to be entitled What Millennial Witchcraft Can Do. My God, today. But here's my favorite picture from the shoot. It looks so beautiful, so sweet. And for me, it completely signifies their relationship because this is how he was with her, even when he was in the friend zone. Like, this is how he led her. He protected her. I love them. I love this couple. And you know who did a little cute photo shoot too and was all booed up? Look at them. Look at them. They're so cute. This was right after they celebrated Ace's birthday in New Orleans. Look at them. I love them. I love them. They look so cute. Oh, this is another picture from that photo shoot. So they're doing something. I don't know if it's with Vogue. I don't know what it is. But these two are doing something because everybody who was a part of this photo shoot tagged themselves. So it was first on Matthew Reisman's page, and then he tagged Brandon Blackwood, painted by Esther. Let me tell you something. God anointed that lady's hands. Because the work that I have seen from her, my God, today, she beat the hell out of Alandria's face. Oh! And Alandria don't need no help. Yes, Esther. Oh my gosh. So this is my favorite one. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So you have Brandon Blackwood, Matthew Reisman, painted by Esther. All in this photo shoot with Nick and Alandria. Something is coming. Something, and Sergio Hudson. Something is coming. I don't know what it is, but you got all them big power players in fashion. Is it Vogue? Is it Vogue? All them big power players in fashion tagged in this one photo shoot. And when you get painted by Esther, you got some coin. You got that's millennial Pat McGrath. You got some coin. So something big is coming. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited for them. I'm excited for them. And I don't think that this is a PR relationship to the haters. I think this is a real deal because recently Nick was hanging with 3 Dreads and he was teaching him how to ride a horse. Poor Clark. Poor Clark, just enslaved on that ranch. I know she wants freedom. Poor thing. But anyway, Nick was there visiting. Oh God, what's his name? Taylor. Oops. Yikes. Forgettable. But he was visiting Taylor, and Taylor was teaching him how to ride a horse. And he basically tagged this and was just like, she wanted a cowboy, so I'm gonna give her one. And I love how he loves her. I love how he loves her. It is so beautiful. He is not playing with her. And wait a minute, there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about that. Oh, okay. So let's get into this. So recently the cast was also at this Rare Beauty event with Selena Gomez. And she posted this on her stories and said that she loved chatting with Shelly and Nicolandria. And Pepe and Iris were there along with Hannah. So it seems like they handpicked certain people from Love Island because everybody was not there. From what I've seen, y'all can correct me if there were more people, but this is the only people from Love Island season 7 that I saw, and everybody looks so great. Posted up with Selena Gomez, legitimate celebrities, legitimate, and listen, very smart of Pepe to stay up under Nicolandria and Chellace. Very smart. He not letting them break up with him. I know that's right, Pepe. Look at them. Gorgeous. This is, I'm telling you, I feel the spirit of David Bowie in the mind. I feel the spirit of David Bowie in the mind. I feel it. But anyway, I was talking about the whole cowboy thing because like Nick is just really taking note, right? Of like everything that people are saying, everything that she has been saying. He's like watching the show back a billion times. And people were like really getting on him about like his outfit. Like, why are you looking like that? You know, you're at like a really, you know, high-end event. Everybody is in gowns and this is what you're wearing. And he said this. He said, I dress down so she looks up. Ooh. Yes. I love this for her. Love this. They look great. And you know what? The black wife effect is starting to happen. Nick was always a little cutie. Something is happening. Thank you, Nicolandria. You're putting in work. You're putting in work. And also, I can't play the video here because I don't want to get copyrighted. But they are also, this is a picture of Nick and Nicolandria with NYX. They did a photo shoot with them. And this photo shoot was from the collab that they are doing with NYX. It's basically NYX and Nicolandria. So here's the thing, right? Kalani's Keenies and Nick hired Nicolandria to be his model. So for this collab, guess who Nicolandria hired to be her model for her collab with NYX? The power of millennials. I love this little generation. The things that we can do. I absolutely love it. Let's get into some videos. Oh, wait. I also wanted to show you guys this. Shelly, if you're watching, hey girl, you need to make honey blonde, or is this a sandy blonde? Honey blonde or sandy blonde, you need to make this your signature color, like Mary J. Blige. Like you eat this up. Every like honey, sandy, bleach blonde picture that I have seen of her, she eats like every time I go to my Explore page, there's like a hair video of Shelly. Like she looks stunning. It's giving Scout. Like this works for her. Make that your signature, honey. Make that your signature. You do that look very well. Now, so the reunion was filmed yesterday. It seems like from what we've been observing, it seems like it went pretty well. There were rumors that Ace and Jeremiah were fighting. I don't think that's true because Jeremiah followed Ace right after the reunion. So it seems like whatever happened or whatever beef they had, the hatchet was buried and they, became friendly again. And also Amaya followed Austin after the reunion. So I think that Austin's racism was brought up and whatever softcore apology he gave them, I guess it was enough for Amaya to finally feel safe enough to follow him. Huda was there. A lot of people said that Huda was not going to be at the reunion. She was there, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So I don't think that this reunion is going to be, I don't think people are going to get the answers that they want. I think that the core four are holding their head up high and, you know, performing perfectly for their adult audience. I think Huda may have some antics, but I really don't think we're going to get what we're expecting. I think it's going to be a really chill reunion. I think that Nick may say some things, but I think the core four are really going to keep it cute. I don't think this is going to be the Huda show because I think because of the backlash that the show got, they're probably going to try to hold her feet to the fire. But I don't think we're going to get a lot of questions that we want answered. And listen, let me bring up this video. A lot of people were just like, you know, well, Andy, he did a video and he said this, and that. Y'all should know by now about Andy and them videos. Let's talk. Let's bring it up.
God.
Let's bring it up.
Guys, Love Island reunions are no joke. We are on dinner break. It is 9:45. We're going back in there soon. This reunion, it's good. And everybody's here. And I'm having so much fun with Ariana. She's amazing. And you know what? I like hosting a reunion with her. It's really fun. So anyway, Daddy needs some coffee or something.
Oh, okay, hold on. I don't know why the hell he's addressing this young audience talking about Daddy needs a coffee. What? That's why I said his old behind should not be hosting a reunion. Anyway, everybody's just like, oh, Andy said that the reunion is so good. I was just like, you know what? I think the people who were going up for this video from Andy, I don't think y'all watch Housewives. He says that about every reunion. And every housewife reunion, at least for the past 5 or 6 years, has not been worth a damn. That don't excite me. He says that about every reunion, and they all are duds. I'm not saying that this reunion is going to be a dud, but I don't think it's going to give what we are expecting it to give or desire for it to give. Especially Andy saying this is such a great reunion and we're going back in and all of that stuff. Him confirming that it's an awesome reunion made me prepare for this being a dud. I don't think we're going to get a 3-part and all of that stuff. We'll see. We'll see if they try to milk it. But it doesn't give me confidence. It doesn't give me hope that video from him doesn't give me hope because we hear this from him every year. Y'all may be too young to watch Housewives, but I've been here for years. Since I was here when everybody in Orange County had their original face mama. He said this about every reunion. They haven't been worth a damn for 6 years. So I don't know. I don't know, child. I do not know, but we will see. We will see. Let's talk about the looks at the reunion. Hold on. Bring this video up, but I may have to do it.
Can't stay.
Child. Wait, can y'all hear me? I know. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I'ma shut up. Anyway, I'm gonna play it again. They look so cute. So that was Shelly and Ace arriving and to the reunion, and they look great. Guys, he's 5'10". Because Shelly is 5'7" and she's in heels. Ace is 5'10". But anyway, that was Shelly and Ace. I think they both look pretty. I thought they both look great. I would have wanted them to color coordinate a bit more like Alandria and Nick, but I still love the core four. Anyway, this is Alandria and Nick arriving to the reunion. I will say the way they arrived, I was just like, it just seems like they had really
You're my favorite. Love you. Love y'all.
They also were like, they had a bunch of paparazzi around them, like leaving the hotel, and I was just like, this is bigger than reality TV. Like, they are bigger than the program, because the fan fodder around them, what these two, what the core four is about to do is about to be insane. About to be insane. But they all look great. I like how they color coordinated. I would have wanted that for Shelly and Ace, but you know, they can do what they want. They're the core four. They can do whatever they want. Did I show y'all this video? Where is that freaking video? I'm a hold on. What is this one? Oh, no. No, let me try to bring it back. This was Matthew Reisman's video of Alandria. Like, guys, they did videos. Oh, wait. I don't know if you can hear me. No. Anyway, what I was trying to say about that video is that's Matthew Reisman's video. So there's another video. I don't know if I can load it here, but they were doing videos and like they were taking pictures and doing videos for this thing. So I don't know what they're doing with all of those big brands, but something is coming. Something is coming. Now there is another video that I thought, oh, here it is. Oh, let me do it. Let me do it. I love talking about kids. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. All right, and then we want to send this one. They're my favorite. All right. Do this one. And this one. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more video. And this video is from Alandria and Nick. They are doing, I think they're doing a podcast for New York Times. Come on. New York Times. Nick and Alandria are doing what the hell? Where's the video? Why won't you? I gotta change the format. I don't feel like all of that. I do not feel like all of that. Oh, wait, let me try to do it here. Like, don't make me work that hard. Come on, y'all. Here it is. Thank you, Jesus. Wait. Hold on. Why won't it let me load that freaking video? Where is it? Oh, I'm sorry. For some reason, StreamYard will not let me load this video. I wanted to show y'all because it's so cute. I'm going to show y'all on my phone. It's so cute. It's so cute. So anyway, here is it. I hate y'all. I hate y'all. Not y'all. StreamYard. Let me see. Get on my damn nerves. Like, it's the right file footage. Here, figured it out. You can't keep a good woman down. Wait, y'all got to see that again. Y'all got to see that again. So anyway, I wanted to show you that video, right? Because Nick and Nicolandria are doing a podcast at New York Times, and the Bama Barbie, you know, she's a fashion girl now. She's a fashion girl. So she's a fashion girl now. So she has been, it's like New York Fashion Week for her. So she has been in all these different looks, getting paparazzi all over the place, right? So while she's walking in to be interviewed for New York Times along with Nick is acting like a paparazzi. So he's taking all of these videos and pictures of her. And that video was the video people that I guess were hired from New York Times to take pictures of their talent. That video was of them watching Nick be a proud husband as he's watching his wife walk into the New York Times. And I thought it was so beautiful. And that just made me think, a lot of these BTS pics that we see of Nicolandria, do you think that's Nick? Because this is one of the pictures he posted. Like this whole New York Times thing, a lot of the pictures that he posted are of Nicolandria. And I'm like, Nick, they're interviewing you too. But I love how he loves her, because that was something that he posted. And another thing that I want to talk about, how he watches out for her, is it this one? No, that's Miley Cyrus. No, I'm sorry, not Miley Cyrus. I know her and her family beefing, but that's the other Cyruses. Hold on. Do y'all know what this is? Because she has her own. I mean, I know Painted by Esther is a huge deal, but Nicolandria Core, her fan page, they're saying that she has a highlight reel with Painted by Esther. And they said Nicolandria now has her own highlight on Painted by Esther's page alongside Naomi Campbell, Kelly Rowland, SZA, Tyla, Doechii, and so many more. I'm not a makeup girly. That's a huge deal, right? That's a huge deal. Let me know. I think that's a huge deal. Anyway, I'm so happy for them. And this is a picture of Nicolandria at the New York Times. Look at all these millennials. They did this. This is all millennials. Maybe one Gen Z. And I think Gen Z is probably one that looks the oldest. My God, today, y'all got to moisturize and stop stressing. So anyway, while I try to find this next image that I'm looking for, I want y'all to sit with this. I love them. I love them. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. When I tell you this boy does not play about her, when I tell you this man does not play about Bama Barbie, let me show you this pic. So, Nick has been doing this one thing that I love. I love for Nicolandria. Like, he has been protecting the hell out of her. So, like, every site, every fan page, anybody that posts Nicolandria, right? And if the video is getting any traction, Nick is going to be under them comments telling you to tag Nicolandria. He does not play about her. So the shade room, the shade room beauty posted Nicolandria and was talking about how pretty she is. And Nick said, tag her. First of all, why are you following the shade room? How did he find this? How did he find this? But he does not play. He said, tag her, and he put her Instagram. He does not play. I'm telling you, it's giving Prince Harry. It's giving David Bowie. He don't play about her. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am going to check my Instagram one last time, Arcadis, because I told you to send me whatever hard launch. You were talking about Watch What Happens Live. You know what? Let me get off of here so we can go watch that. I forget I'm in a different time zone. I forget. Let me get off of here so we can go watch that. But let me hop in the comments. That's all I wanted to say about the Core 4. I am so excited for them. They're doing so many great things. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yes, they're doing so many great things, and I'm so proud of them. Let's recap. Rare Beauty, talking to the Selena Gomez. Look at them, just making my millennial heart proud. Look at them. Look at them. What we can do as a community. My God, today. My favorite. They need to frame this. They need to frame this and put this in Marcel's room. This is beautiful. Now, this needs to stay in their room. My God, today. My God, natural. Look at. Yes. I don't want them to do reality TV. I want those two to do reality TV later in life. Like after they've done everything, then go to like the Real Housewives of New York or something like that. But right now, ladies, no, we got bigger fish to fry. You're done with reality TV. We are not doing Beyond the Villa unless they are paying y'all $1 million an episode. Don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all bigger than the program. Bigger than the program. Frame this, Nicolandria. Well, you know what? Nick probably got it framed already. Jess, love them. Love them. I'm extremely proud of the Core 4. I'm extremely proud of the Core 4. Millennials, we did this. I'm proud of us. Let's talk for a minute, and then I gotta watch What Happens Live. 400, over almost 500 comments. Lord, I'm trying to get to all of y'all because we got a show to watch. Please make sure you like the video. Please, I know my mom is in the comments telling y'all to like it. Don't get mad. She just loves her kid and she wants y'all to support her. Anyway, let's get into the comments. We got super chats. Let me get the super chats. Where's my clicker? Here's my clicker. Hey, Waddles. Waddles, thank you for the super chat. Waddles said also, Kulani, lucky they got her early because the price has just gone up. Just yesterday's price is not today's price. Let me tell you something. I wouldn't be surprised if Nick paid her more than he actually made. He don't play about her. It's giving Prince Harry. Obviously me. How are you? Thank you for the super chat. Obviously me said I'm at work right now, but Nick and Ola are living that Ken and Wyatt, please. Ken and Bama Barbie life, and I am here for it. I will say this about, thank you, obviously me. I will say this about the Core 4. New York looks great on them. New York looks great on them. I think it would be very wise for the Core 4 to split their time between New York and LA. New York looks great on them. That place is a good investment for that crew. A great investment. Hannah and Violet says Nicolandria are going to be on every high fashion magazine. Absolutely. Absolutely. Both of them have lethal face cards. My God, today. My God, today. JLB said, Nikki, would you explain how agencies and management work and the level of companies they sign with? Please and thanks. Absolutely. So agents are the people who get you work, right? Agents are the ones who are who get you in the rooms, right? They are the ones who who know people who are casting, and they are the ones who have the relationships. So they put you in rooms to be chosen. And normally if you sign with a huge agency, it gets you ahead of everybody else. Like me, for example, the roles that I have, no shade, I'm just being honest. I'm not signed with one of the big threes, right? I have a medium agency. Like my agent gets work, like she does, but it's not one of the big three. So for me, I'm always going up against, what is her name? I forgot her name. Danielle Tasty. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Always going up against her. But I know unless she's not available, I'm not getting that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting that. I know if they call me, they're calling me because she couldn't do it. And then if she's not available, then it's me, Amber Riley. I'm always going to go up against the thick chocolate girls, right? But they're going to base it off of, one, notoriety, and two, who's the agency. Because you want to have those relationships, especially as a casting director, especially as a producer. You want to have those relationships with those big threes, right? Because the big threes are the ones that got the A-listers. So you want to have those relationships. So in order for me to get anything over in Amber Riley or like, I don't want to call her Tasty. That's not fair. Danielle Brooks. In order for me to be able to even be like seriously considered, even if I didn't have her resume, I would have to have signed with the big three, right? Because they're like, wait a minute, we haven't seen her much, but if UTA thinks she's a great investment, we're going to book her. We may have been looking at somebody else, but UTA just signed this kid. Something is there. So being with one of the big threes is a huge opportunity because it puts you ahead of everyone. So the agents are the ones who have the relationships to not only get you in the room, but get you booked, especially if you're signed with the big three. The agents normally take 10% of everything that you make, including residuals. Now, a manager is somebody who manages your life, your career, right? So the agent is the one who is saying, hey, you have an audition for this, or hey, Universal wants to sit down and talk to you. The agent is the one getting those deals for you, right? Normally the agent and the manager, they talk so that the artist can just create, and the artist doesn't have to be like stressed out about all of the business. So the agent and the manager talk, right? So the agent lets the manager know, oh, so-and-so has an audition. Oh, so-and-so has a meeting with Disney. The manager puts all of that together. The manager schedules. Sometimes you have assistants to do that, but the manager is the one that looks over everything and makes sure that for the time that they sat down with you and discuss what you wanted to do with your career, the manager makes sure that this is a good opportunity for you based on what y'all discuss. While the agent is making those relationships and talking about you and putting you in those rooms, the management is managing everything concerning your career, putting all those opportunities together while also making additional opportunities for you. So your agent might see you just as, so for Alandria, her agent may just see her as a face. She's a face card, right? The manager knows, oh no, she's not just a face. She can sing, she can dance, she can act. So they're going to the agent, they're just saying, listen, all you know is her by her face card, but I'm telling you, she's a great dramatic actress. And she wants to do sitcom acting, or she wants to guest star on 911 with Angela Bassett. Let's make that happen. So the manager normally goes the extra mile, which is why they get 20%, because your agent is just sending you jobs. The manager is making sure not only that you book the right jobs, but that you are able to get multiple opportunities out of just that one job, because they are the one who is managing the career that you desire. They're not only managing your career right now, but they're managing the future. Benny Medina met with J-Lo when she was, I think this is when she was dating Diddy at the time. Asked her what she wanted to do. She said, I want to sing. I want to do all of these things. sat down with Diddy, made that happen. But he also knew that she wanted to act. So he made sure to set up her career in a way that when she wanted to take that next step to acting, that she would be able to have that platform. Because yes, she wanted to sing. Diddy made that happen, but she also wanted to sing, act, produce, and all of that. So Diddy, as the manager, made sure that every aspect of when she sat down with him and told him that she wanted to do, he made sure that that happens, because his job is to manage her career. The agent's job is to make sure she gets booked. So the agent is just booking you on stuff. The manager is making sure that not only you get booked on stuff, but that you accept the right opportunities to craft a career that you sat down with them and told them that you want. And with the level to which Nicolandria signed with, she's going to get everything that she wants and more, because that agency is no joke. Her management team, I'm not sure. I think it's a Dallas management team. I don't know what her management team is. I heard that she was meeting with the management team in Dallas. I didn't think that that was a smart thing. Yes, the Bama Barbie is very smart. She's an adult woman. She doesn't need any help from me. As somebody who's in this industry, I would sign with somebody in LA. Like I would sign with a New York or LA based management team, because especially LA, because you literally got to be out here to know what's going on. But it depending on what she wants to do, then it's up to her, whoever she decides to sign with. That was a long answer, but I hope I answered your question. AI said her agency might end up being CAA because CAA hasn't announced Nick yet. Oh. But it was already in deadline that she signed with UTA. And I feel like if UTA signed her to any contract, it has to be at least 3 years. At least. They all look great. They all look great. Simply Simone says, so glad that I signed with DBA. I'm friends with her manager. So excited for the both of them. Okay. DBA management. So Simply Simone says they're the real deal. Are they LA based? Oh, are they social media people? Oh. Okay. I think that's great. I will say this. She also needs a manager that has connections in film and TV. If that's what she wants to do. Now, if she doesn't want to do that, then I understand. But for me, she's bigger than social media. We got another super chat from Emmy. Thank you so much, Emmy. Emmy said, did you catch Nick's live when Pepe stated that he's the biggest Nicolandria shipper from early on? I would like to know when he peeped that. I think Pepe been peeped that in the villa. And remember, he was the one that when Nicolandria was saved, he is the one that took Nicolandria, took her by the hand, and gave her right to Nick. Pepe been on that ship since day one. Speaking of Pepe, I had another thing that I needed to show y'all. Another video file. Let me see. Did that video come through? I'm so sick of StreamYard. Hold on. I got another video for y'all, child. I got another video for y'all. Hold on. That one. I just saved it. Thank you for bringing that up, child. Thank you for bringing that up. Because we definitely need to talk about it. Oh, wait, let me change the format. You know, StreamYard is mad sensitive. All right, change the format on that one. And where is the other video? Oh my God, there's some other stuff. Oh yeah, we got to talk about some other stuff. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back. Child, we got two other things to talk about. I'm so glad you brought that up. All right, so we got that video. We got that, change the format, and it's one more. Hold on. I'm a one woman show. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. There we go. Did I delete that? Thank you. Oh. There it is. Let's recover. Thank you for bring. We gotta talk, child. We got to talk. I was trying to get out of here. There is something else we have got to talk about. So, two things I want to talk about. So, Alandria is becoming very popular, like bigger than the show. Just her off grip, right? Not just, within the core four, outside of the core four, she's becoming very popular, and she's becoming very popular with Caucasian men. Oh Lord, keep her in your prayers. So anyway, a lot of white boys have been posted about Alandria, and I told you, men are followers. Men are followers. Men are followers. Now they feel comfortable about being open about who their preference really is. So anyway, there was I guess this guy, this post basically went viral because Pop Base posted a picture of Alandria, and they said Love Island's USA Alandria's Carthen sons and new photos. And then this guy Justin goes, who is she and does she like her man in them beige? Holy F, those lips that face the heart-shaped nose, damn, right? And so it wasn't just him. It was a lot of Caucasian men posted about her. Like this one guy, and I think it was the Shade Room's comments, was just like, do she like him Caucasian? And people was like, she got a Caucasian, but we don't play about him. So anyway, a lot of people have been under Nick's comments because Alandria is starting to go viral with that community. And this is what Nick posts. Somebody wrote, can you fight? He said, these hands work. I know that's right. I know that's right. Here's the thing that I like about Nick. You can tell that Nick has a diverse friend group, right? You can also tell that a lot of people within his friend group are Black, right? Specifically, I think like largely Black men. And what I love about it is that although he's been around Black people, specifically Black Americans, enough to know like far too much, in my opinion, we don't see him cosplaying us, right? It's like he knows so much, but you don't see him trying to talk like us, trying to dress like us. He is himself, but he appreciates Black culture Black American culture because of, the friends that he has. So it's like it's like, he's real. That's why we say we can tell when you are faking this Black scent and this faux Black scent and this faux Black American persona. We can tell when you're faking it, and we can tell when you've been around it or grew up in it. He's definitely one of those guys that have been around Black people because there's such a respect that he has with knowing so much. I love this couple. Oh, let me bring up this video. So we got two other things to talk about. So from that live that Nick was on, a lot happened. And what I want to talk about first is this little portion of the live.
It's a live.
She did tell me.
How many people you got in your live?
39K. I promise. Like I'm gonna need your coach. I think we can run 5 more.
Nick's streaming.
Ride a cowboy. That's like I'm not gonna be able to do it.
It's Coco. It's Coco. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on TikTok.
Let's go.
What up, Coco?
We're on live.
Coco, go out.
I will. I'm tired, bro.
I don't know where all the other girls are.
Save a
Landry
horse.
is here.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Like 7:45. They told me 8:15, bro. Is it?
Save a horse, ride a
Yeah.
cowboy.
Landry, Coco wants to say hi.
I'm cool.
Nick, what's your favorite boo boo? 24 karat gold
I was born
ring.
in Spain.
I'm cool.
8:15, bro. Is it?
Girls are.
Save a
Landry
horse.
is here.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Like 7:45. They told me 8:15, bro. Is it?
Save a horse, ride a
Yeah.
cowboy.
Landry, Coco wants to say hi.
I'm cool.
Nick, what's your favorite boo boo?
Now, let's talk about that, right? So Nick was on that live having a good old time. Here's the thing. They're both very young. I think they're smart. I think they move with wisdom, and I think they have I think they're in a good place, right? I do think they need a bit more discernment. Lalandria is picking up, but Nick needs a bit more discernment with this Love Island friends group. And the reason why I say that is because I think that Nick is loving everything and he's enjoying everything that's going on with Love Island and his newfound fame. And he's just fun. He's a good time. I don't think he realizes how huge him and Alandria really are. And I don't think he yet realizes that there are people who are forming relationships with him because of this super fame that he now has, right? Because Nick is in a room with Pepe. Pepe's getting his hair done. All of a sudden, all these Casa boys start coming in and getting on a live and hopping in because Nick has so many people on his live. And it was one time, I don't know if it was this live in particular, but Brian was on Nick's live and they was talking about going to get something to eat or whatever. And Brian was just like, well, with all of, how many people on Nick's live, he got it. He can pay for dinner. And it's just like, you have to look at those little things, right? At my big age, I now look back at things and be like, oh, how did I know that person was, how could I not realize that person wasn't up, right? So I feel like, just from what I'm seeing, I could be wrong, I feel like he got to get a little bit more sharper on how he moves with these guys, because everybody all of a sudden started coming in the room, not because they wanted to talk to Nick or Pepe, but because Nick was on live and they know that Nick's live, it's currency for everybody. So all the Casa boys are coming in, and TJ, and they're coming in and they're talking to Nick, but they're really just trying to get on Nick's live, and Nick is not catching it. So Alandria comes in and JD is in there popping in, and Nick he's cordial with everybody. And JG is on the phone with Coco, and he tells Coco that he's telling Coco everything that's going on. And he's just like, he's telling them everybody who is in the room. And he's just like, oh, none of the girls are here. It's just Alandria is the only girl there. And Coco goes, oh, well, tell her that I said hi. And Alandria goes, oh, I'm cool. Picks up her stuff and walks out. Watch Nick's face. If y'all didn't see it, let's see it again. Let's watch his face again. Because I want you to catch how he knows, he sees everything. He sees everything, and like, he might not be sharp on his discernment when it's concerning him and his friends group, but he is on it with Alandria, and he don't play about her.
It's a lie. They told me 8:15, bro. Is it?
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Landry, Coco wants to say hi.
I'm cool.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Landry, Coco wants to say hi.
I'm cool. As soon as he heard JD said Alandria, so Nick was hearing the whole conversation. He's on that live and he's acting like he's talking back and forth to everybody, but he knows as soon as JD said that he was talking to Coco, you remember, you heard Pepe. Pepe said, Coco, leave. Pepe said, Coco, get out. Pepe is on it too. But anyway, as soon as JD said Coco, Nick tenses up. Because he already knows. He already know the girls is beefing. He already knows. So when JD says Alandria, as soon as JD says his name, Nick clocks in like what JD is saying. And I think he clocked in because he would have interjected, but Alandria said, I'm cool. And when she walked out, Nick was going to react, but he realized he was on live. Pepe did. Pepe said, F that live. Pepe was like, ooh, ooh. And see, here's the thing, Coco. I feel so completely bad for that girl. And the reason why I do is because I don't think she realizes how she has literally tanked her career by just being a hater and just moving very, very weird, because Coco was the belle of the Casa girls. Like, everybody was rooting for her to come back. Everybody loved her. Shelly and Alandria embraced her. Remember when they all showed up to elimination in yellow? They all were in the same colors. Like, they made a little black girl sisterhood. All for Coco to get out the villa and start moving so weird. And I'm like, I think she realizes it now and she's trying to, make up with Shelly and Alandria. But it's just like you're talking about Alandria on that podcast and then you're liking like mean things about Shelly. It was just so weird. And I'm like, you shot yourself in the foot. All you had to do was shut up. She was doing so well. And then she went and decided to do that weird podcast with that hating white woman. And I'm just like, girl, the North remembers. The North remembers.
It was like really like my man. And it was like,
even to a point of delusion, I would say. Yeah.
I was just like blown. I just couldn't even understand it. I couldn't even understand it. I couldn't even.
But they say sometimes when you know, you know.
It was all so unnecessary. Like, of all podcasts, that's the one where you decided to take your career. I will say this, and I'm not being shady. It's just an observation. When, like, what I saw of Coco on the show, who she presented herself to be on the show was extremely different from who she was, like, online, like how she showed up online. Even in this podcast, it's giving simpleton. Like, just by the interaction, and then just seeing a couple of things from like her own personal TikToks, and I'm like, what's happening there? What's going on? No shade, but it's giving the lights are on, but ain't nobody been home for months. It's something's a little off. Oh, poor baby. Oh, she got a little something. Because even in that podcast clip, I'm like, what's going on? Something is up. Something is up. So I'm gonna keep her in my prayer. We're not gonna be too harsh on Coco, because I think that something's happening there. Something beyond envy or jealousy. But poor thing, I feel bad for her, because I'm just like, you ruined everything. There's nothing that you can do to get that back, because Alandria and Shelly have seen how you have moved, and they don't want to be associated with her. And I honestly think it is the running after a certain fan base that got her into such a bad position, like listening to the fans. Like, I think a lot of people who liked, and we talked about this, remember, I think a lot of people who liked Coco liked her to spite Shelly. And because she saw the numbers going up, because she was getting praise from the Shelly haters, I don't think that she realized that they only liked her as long as she could be used to be a weapon formed against Shelly. And when they no longer needed her, they dropped her. And now she's trying to look for some relevance, but it's like you tap danced and you performed for this audience of Shelly haters, and now they're not blowing you up. Now they're not getting you brand deals. Now your views aren't what they once were when they were using you to try to harm Shelly. fumbled so many bags. I don't know if she could ever recover from this. But thank you so much for bringing that up, because I wanted to talk about that, but I forgot. Oh, sad. Anyway, let's get back into the comments. Let's get back into the comments, because at the end of the day, Coco, unfortunately, tokens get spent. Tokens get spent. Hey, So Seth, thank you for being here. Hannah said they don't want Chellace to be more famous than their fake couple of Maya and Brian. Well, they already are, because I forgot they won. I forgot that they won. Hey, Rocky. Rocky said, hey, Nikki, hey, Star fam, Nicolandria and Shelly ate at the reunion. Yes, they did. I cannot wait for this reunion. But I honestly don't think we're going to get what we think we want. I don't know why Andy did that message. After he did that message, I just have no hope. Mama Star said Ace and Nick will be on television and in movies. I will not be shocked if Ace and Nick are in the next Fast and Furious franchise. Not franchise, the next Fast and Furious movies. I would not be shocked. JLB said Nikki. Oh, we got that one. Holistic said Ace is a star. I can see him shining in music and acting. Yeah, like it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Spin like drug dealers. Spin like drug dealers in the 90s. Yes, mama, and the baby boomers. Because this baby boomer loves Nicolandria and Chellace. Missy said Shelly is already in a Mariah the Scientist music video. I think she was in it prior because they're friends. They went to college together. Hannah said, yep, Nick and Ace will be hosting shows and acting. They have a lot of personality. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nick will definitely be hosting some kind of game show. AI said, I don't think Alondria's agency will be UTA because it wasn't announced with her management, which is owned by... Oh, her management is owned by UTA. So you know what? Then she just maybe just signed with them through social media. It is normal to have a different, because the social media agencies are pretty new because of the whole influencer thing. But okay, so she might just be signed with them with social media and might sign with another agency for film and TV. Smart. And on Instagram, Arcadis? When? Because I just checked. Where you DM me? Was it TikTok? Oh, what? Ooh. It was. Oh, no, it wasn't TikTok. This is somebody else. It's somebody else. Oh, my goodness. Arcadis, where is it? Where is it? Let me know. Did you send it to me on Instagram? All day Finesse said every time you call them the Hitler Youth, I cackle. They are. I hate to sound old, but I don't remember us millennials being this racist. Oh my goodness. Like the kids are racist. It's scary. Miss Lou said, I can see Nick hosting Nickelodeon at some point. I hope they bring that back. Yes, Jenna, they got all the adults. They got all the adults with money. Salt and Spicy said millennial white women like Nicolandria too. Absolutely. They've been all on the train. I'm telling you, the hate that Chellace and Nicolandria get are from kids because of Huda and demonic baby mamas. But that's it. Holistic Doc said, and Nick is hilarious. He will definitely be on our screen soon. Absolutely. All Day Finesse said black women and white men, apparently white men were rooting for. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Waddle said Ola had a photo shoot. Was it with Vogue? Was it with Vogue? Oh my God. Yes. I knew it. When I saw Matthew Reisman said Vogue contributor. Yes. Won't he do it? Metamorphosis said, hey, y'all, I have no idea what's going on, but we're here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Devonta said, Mr. Nightshred, likely. We don't use her racist name here. Well, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, let me mind my business, child. Sippy Simone said, Alandria and Shelly had a secret photo shoot. I knew it. That's it. That because Vogue is a legitimizer. That's it. That's all they need. That's it. Hey, oh my God, they're going to eat at Fashion Week. Oh, hallelujah. AI said, I think a lot. Yeah. Oh, Teen Vogue. It doesn't matter. Vogue is Vogue. Vogue is Vogue. Vogue is Vogue. Well, I don't think she's on a photo shoot with them. I think they just featured her. They look so good in NYC. Cameron said, Huda is too busy running around, going on podcast to podcast, telling what. Oh, she's been on another podcast. I don't know. I'm telling you, since the show, it's been all Chellace and Nicolandria on my timeline. Megan said, if I'm Mattel or the maker of Barbie, I'm definitely making an exclusive Alandria Barbie doll because it's going to sell like hotcakes. Even better, I would do a Bama Barbie and make and hire Nick as a model to be her kin. To be her kin. Hannah said the core four know what they want and how to get it. Yep. Yes, I'm watching Love at the Lockup. I am surprised. I'm going back to reviewing Love at the Lockup right after the show. So we're back to Friday Night Lives, y'all. All Day Finesse said, I want to know if she put in a 2-week. Oh, she had to. There's no way. There's no way she can go back to work. That would be the dumbest decision for her to do. You're done. Ha! You're done. You have a job now. It's being Nicolandria. Waddle said they're not playing about our Bama Barbie, and I love it. Yep. And I'm so glad that she just kept her peace. Heavy. And I don't think it's going to be a one-off. I don't think it's going to. I cannot wait for that combo. I cannot wait for that combo to drop. Oh my God. Who is going to have it first? It might be Ulta. It might be Ulta. Yeah, they did it already, but they also did a Q&A. It's all on their YouTube. All that finesse said NYX and Elf are allegedly about to do. They better not. I would not do a collab with Elf right now. They're in a lot of hot water. Hannah said she is wearing vintage clothes. She is here to stay. Who's her stylist? Be Yourself said Alandria's about to be the new type of supermodel. She sure is. I'm telling you, her and Nick. It's giving David Bowie and Iman. It's giving David Bowie and Iman. Some bobble-headed demon that is extremely problematic and has been. She was the one that started the rumor that Ace and Shelly were scamming to be on the show. She was the one that started it to her 500,000 subscribers. TikTokers. Cameron said the minute Naomi Campbell or Beyonce mentions Alandria, Saturn is going to. Oh my God. I can't wait. These kids, they're doing it big. Kim Ball said Alandria is a breathtaking beauty. Girl was wearing Shein, look like the runway couture, easy and breezy. Yep, it's how you wear it. Miss Lou said, and not to be shady, I don't trust too many of the Black podcasts. Well, they weren't really on her like that. Now they want to be. Everybody switch it up. But just like Alandria did with Coco, our girl remembers. The North remembers. I knew it was Hanifa. She's doing a collab with Hanifa Mama. She is definitely the star. Betty said, I hope Shelly speaks with her fellow Haitian sister, Jessie Wu, though. I hope so, too. But honestly, I just think I think they will. I don't think it will. Maybe in the fall will be the best time because you just got to let that die down. You really, really do, because Steph is weaponizing her community against Jessie. And I think Jessie has a bigger community and she has more notoriety in the entertainment industry altogether. But she's going up against a white woman who victimizes herself often. So it could be really tricky. Alexa said NYX has been on Ola's picks since the day the cast picks were revealed back in May. This was a godsend. Absolutely. Yes, and I saw Nick being so happy about her billboard. He loves her. Waddle said Alandria's picks just told me to take the gym seriously. I told you she's my Fitspo. I'm not playing. All Day Finesse said, what Love Island meant for evil? My God, yes. NYX turned it around for good. Ciao. Eva said Nick's mom was in Vogue. She's passing the torch to her daughter-in-law. Absolutely. And this is how it works, guys. That's how I know this relationship is going to work. That lady picked out her own daughter-in-law. She said, this is what I want. It's her. It's her. And when mom does it, It happens. That's our stamp of approval. Hannah says Nicolandria are going to be on every high fashion magazine. Absolutely. Guys, I'm telling you, these ladies are legit. The core four, they're legit now. Be Yourself said the reality TV show girl that nobody wanted to choose because of the racial hierarchy in dating. Even Sierra was okay with her kissing Nick because she thought that he would never like her. And look at her now, child, how the tables turn. She's taking acting classes. Let's go. Let's go. Denise said Alondria said her acting classes were about to start. Let's go. Unique said Ace is about to be on everything from Phil's to hosting. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're taking off. Tia B said, I'm so happy for Shelly and Alandria. They needed this good press. Yep. And I'm so glad they were smart enough to know that they just gotta wait it out, that their time was coming. Give Me Shelter said, we'll see the core four at award shows before we ever see. Oh gosh, please. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that they asked for a war. All Day Finesse says Selena Gomez loves them. Mariah the Scientist, whoever that is, knew Shelly from college. Glorilla loves them. They're legitimate, guys. They're legitimate. Ephraim said there are 294 of us, now 350 of us lovely people in here tonight. Let's remember to like and share the video and support Nikki and help grow the Star fam. Please and thank you. Hannah said, Nick and Alandria can't act. Bless their hearts. We remember the get in, Nick. They just need non-acting gets. Give time. Give time. Opulent said, OMG, I meant to add that I met Nick at a festival I went to. It wasn't until I saw the photos and I was gagged. He's a sweetie. He sure did win. Mama. Devonda said, all that hate they received and it backfired. The ancestors were protecting them. Yep. Waddle said their swim collection is basically sold out. They only got extra small left. I know I looked. Not because I was going to get any in the bikini shop. Mother got too much going on to be in them bikinis. But I saw it was only extra smalls. I was just like, oh, the sisters brought that collection out. Cameron said, my baby Alandria and vintage Gianni Versace. They're letting my girl go through the archive. If Donatella, because let me tell you something, Alandria is just the look that Donatella would go for, because her brother, he loved a dark-skinned, skinny Black woman. He loved it, and those dresses would eat on her body. Betty said, Nikki, you got to read what Kalani Keating wrote about Nick's collection and Nick being in love with Alandria is their favorite era. Yes, I saw that. That was so sweet. They're not scamming, guys. They're the real deal. Peanut Gallery said, did you see the Kalani commercial where they talk about Nick being in love? Yeah. And I'm just like, this is his collection. So he approved everything. Alandria, take your pills. We got work to do. Give Me Shelter said, Alandria has the perfect butt. BBLs can never compete with the real thing. Ever. I feel it on him. He don't play about her. Be Yourself said, Yara Shahidi can't. Okay. All right. Althea Pomegranate said, that photo had me stopping my tracks. They're hot. They're a hot little couple. Shane said, my heart is always full when I see Chellace. We held space for the right one. We did. We held space. Josie said, this is why I'm going to be in the gym 24/7 in the foreseeable future. Need that Bama body. Listen, she is my fitspo. It's not a game. Hannah said, the fact that he fought to include her in the pictures. Yep. He's her own personal hype man. Devonta said, better not hear anyone say they're just friends ever again. He loves her. He told Shade Room Beauty, tag her. And that's not the only one. He's under everybody's comments. Like, tag her. Give her tens. And he tags her for them. Yeah, he just turned 23. Ciao. Everybody said, I know that's right. Thank you for supporting Nikki. Thank you all. Right, we got it. Even with Nicolandria. Be Yourself said all the Black girls won. Well, poor thing. That's another thing where I think that millennials really like them. They are so 90s coded, and millennials are obsessed with the 90s. Like, the 90s is our 70s. Like, what a time to be alive. But in early 2000s. But definitely they have a deep 90s vibe. Nicolandria too. It's something about those guys that it's just the core four that it feels like they've been here before. It really, really does. No, they're Gen Z. They're all Gen Z. But we are the ones that really supported those people. Unique said, I love the Chellace photo shoot. They're so cute. They really are. Betty said, the core four can model down. They will serve a look, face cards, never decline. They get it. I absolutely see her being on the cover of Vogue America, of course, but that's really hard to get on right now. But she will be soon. But I also see her, I think the covers she will get first are the international Vogues. She don't play. She does great work. Great work. Jazzy says, so cute. They remind me of Ryan, Destiny, and Keith Powers. Just such a cute couple. Tia B says, Shelly and Ace look amazing. 30 years from now, that photo will still be a classic. Yep. Alexis said, when the Agua de Café pics dropped, I was scared looking at them on my work computer because they would get me in trouble. They're a hot couple. Denise said, I showed my mom Nicolandria and my mom swore she was AI. Yes, she absolutely looks like those black, dark-skinned AI models that are on like that every, designer that doesn't want to pay real models is using now. She's the blueprint of everything. I think Andy really wants to get his claws into them, but I hope they leave reality TV alone for a while. I really, really do. I think they're bigger than reality TV. Opulent said, oh yeah, we're going to see the core four at Fashion Week. I just know it. Absolutely. All Day Finesse said, yeah, Taylor and Clark were bragging. Well, let Clark get his licks. Let Taylor get his licks. We're going to leave our Clark out of it. It's definitely giving Vogue. Nori's note said Nick has been in folks' comments who post her reminding them, yep, he don't play about her. Ola got two managers. Cameron said, I feel like Nicolandria is going to be at the Met Gala this year, probably wearing Sergio Hudson. I would not be surprised if a core four is at the Met Gala. Opulent said, if Ian, Ryan, Seacrest, Andy tries to play games, I'll be disappointed. I don't have any hopes for this reunion, but we'll see. We'll see. Hannah said the cowboy man she was looking for is truly Nick. Yep. And he said, I'm going to learn how to ride a horse for her. I love it. Tabata said, poor Clark getting hate about her looks and Taylor ain't defend her yet. He chose her. And she stayed. I want her to get out of that, but I'm going to mind my business. If she likes it, I hate it. Betty said, we need Nicolandria and Chellace and Calvin Klein jean ads, and Nicolandria needs to do luxury fragrance ad. They give sex vacation like Dolce and Armani. I definitely see them doing more. And I think more is coming. All Day Finesse said also, did y'all see that Pepe said if you only knew when it came to his type? Let me find out Pepe too wanted some Bama Barbie. Pepe looks like he's been here before. He does. Pepe looks like he for everybody. Princeton said, I'm still not over how shady Taylor was being about Ola in his first post-Villa interviews. You know what? He doesn't matter anymore. She won. It doesn't matter. Let it go. She let it go. Denise said, did you see the rest of that picture? Selena cut out Iris and Anna. She knows who the stars are. Simply Simone said, they most definitely confirmed they're a couple at the reunion because Nick has been moving like a newlywed husband all day. Absolutely. Alexa says, Selena cropped out Hannah and Iris in that pic with Ola and Shelley. Well, they probably couldn't fit in the pic. Holistic Doc said, I am in love with Nicolandria and Chellace. Their love is contagious. They're all so amazing. We picked the right team. All Day Finesse said, I want Nick to grow a full beard and get a fade. Peak black, please no. I like him remaining Caucasian, just a cool Caucasian guy. Hannah said they found Pepe's ex and she is dark-skinned just like Nicolandria. I need Pepe to confirm that. I wouldn't be shocked, but I need Pepe to confirm that before we talk about it, because if he confirms it, I'm not shocked. The Caucasians, they listen, everything black men, those black guys don't like, they love. I'm not shocked. Waddle said, Nikki, the street, yeah. But I need confirmation. Betty said Pepe was the Villa Nicolandria president. He's going to make sure to show off his work now that his ship is thriving. I will say in that live when Pepe was just like, if you only knew, If you only knew. I felt like he was going to tell Nick that Alandria is his type. The way he kept on saying it, I was like, Pepe, what you about to say? He looks so good with a beard. All Alandria has to do is say that she likes it. He's going to keep it. Anthony, what's up? Said no beard for Nick, please. It will. But if Alandria likes it, I don't think he's going to care. Give Me Shelter said they found Pepe's ex. I know. Hannah said Nick looks better with the beard and slightly longer hair. It all depends on his modeling. I think him and Alandria are going to take it seriously for a minute. I really, really do. I really, really do. She looks stunning with that hair. Stunning. Betty said blonde on Shelly Eats. People been saying Shelly's a Bratz doll and Alandria is a Barbie doll. Now we need them to each get a doll. I would love if Shelly got a Bratz doll. Listen, when Bama Barbie drops and Shelly and the Bratz collaboration drops, I'm getting it because that is for us. Especially the Bratz styles, I'm getting them. I'm getting them. I will be knocking kids over at the local Toys R Us. Are they still around? Who else sells toys? Because I cannot go to Target, child. I had some Target drama. Thank the Lord. God came in. I can't talk about it right now, but my God, today the Lord looked out for me. Child, the holistic doc said Andy just spilled tea and said they showed an extended version. Okay, Andy. Okay. Nick said that he was going to fire off on production if they didn't let them reveal the real reason why they let go of Jeremiah. I hope he does. 3 a.m. It better be good. It better be good. Me said, don't forget to talk about the Agua de Furo campaign that Nick and Alandria are still waiting to drop. They dropped the teaser yesterday. Yes, I can't play the video on here because I don't want to get copyrighted. When they drop the actual pics of everything, I'll absolutely do a live about it because at this point, they're feeding us so much. I feel like I want to have to do weekly, Nicolandria Chellace lives because they're giving us so much tea. Paula Girl said, you're right, Nikki. Reunion not going to be crazy. That's why Andy Cohen was brought up. He's slick. Listen, I don't trust him. He's always saying that this is the best of the reunions he's ever done, and it's always a dud. Denise said, did you see JD tell? Oh, yeah, we talked about that. I'm cool. Yeah, guys, I can't play that. Let me see if there's anything else with the Agua, because I can't play that video. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, they haven't dropped anything that I could show. Yeah, I can't show anything yet. I'm really waiting for pictures to discuss it. The video I can't play it on here. Simply Simone said, Andy said on his radio show that there was some unseen footage shown to clear up fan theories and address all that's happening outside the villa. I hope it is. I don't know why he said that to them young people. Daddy needs his coffee. Excuse me? You're talking to 12-year-olds. Oh, 12. Pink Butterfly said, I don't know if Andy's going to give what's needed. I've never seen his work, but something tells me he hasn't been good at reunions. I'm telling you, we needed like a millennial Wendy Williams to do this reunion. We needed a millennial Wendy Williams. Betty said, sadly, I don't think Core 4 have had time to watch back any of the season and gather receipts. I doubt Andy has watched enough either. So I think it'll be tame and Hoodlum probably won't be held accountable. It doesn't matter. Our core won. Our core won. Megan says, I think because a lot of Islanders have bags and images to protect. I don't think that's what I think. I think the core 4, I don't think they're going to get messy. I really, really don't. Holding space for Nick because he's white. He could do probably anything. But I just think everybody else in the core 4, the blacks, I don't think that they're going to get messy because they can't. Frenchie said, I'm glad Nicolandria didn't win. Now they can leave Love Island behind them. Absolutely. They took it out of their bios. Smart. They're bigger than that show, especially because they got a ghost editor. I bet they regret not treating Nicolandria better now. Yep. Period. No, it doesn't matter, but I'm just like, he's not lying about his height. He is not lying about his height. He is not lying. He is definitely 5'10". Emmy said, one thing we will never see is Nicolandria ashy. UTA is crafting up so much for her right now. They're crafting it. Girl, drop the lotion. Drop the skincare routine. You know, I didn't want to bring her up because there's so much happening. There's so much good stuff happening. I didn't want to get messy. But did you see Sierra's TikTok where she was talking about how she's going to try this new perfume because it smells really good, and somebody in the villa wore this perfume all the time? I forget the name of the perfume, but right next to the video, somebody shared a clip of Nicolandria saying that she wears that same exact perfume. Sierra, it's getting weird. I'm concerned. Listen, I can only imagine this young lady watching these opportunities everybody's getting, thinking that she would have got the same thing, and then watching the guy that she had first take off. Like, ugh, poor thing. But I'm like, I think you gotta stop living your life online for a minute. JLB said, I think Ace's suit is dark green while Shelly's dress is more of a chartreuse. Yes. So they were somewhat coordinated. They were. Oh, this is the thing. We haven't seen them do anything with the NFL because the season hasn't started. But in February, they're going to be everywhere. Me too, child. Me too. Even if I remember when Nicolandria was just a theory, fan dream, and then obviously me came in and said, this is what's happening. I still can't get over how the stars of the planet aligned for them. Absolutely. Oh, the cast is going to be on the Today Show tomorrow. I think I'm going to have to do another Love Island Live tomorrow. There's too much going on. Betty said Nicolandria gave Tom Daya energy today. Someone did a TikTok tweet of the two couples side by side. Venmo Barbie looked amazing in that Harbison blue two-piece set. She did. Yes, Ola, Be Yourself said, yes, Ola had such a tough time, but she really ended up being the winner. I love that for her because you know how they do dark-skinned Black women on Love Island, especially UK, which I will never support. Can we just talk about that for a minute? Nicolandria has such a tough journey. On this show, all to come out of it being on top. I love it. I love that when she was at her lowest, Black women came in and said, don't you shed another tear. We got you. And my God, today, we linked up with straight white men and look where we got her. My God, today, I'm afraid because what Black women and straight white men were able to do, I hope we don't get no ideas. This is the only collab I will ever in my life do with straight white men, Nicolandria, and that's it. I'm never working with them again. That's it. That is it. And Nick don't play about Nicolandria. He said, tag her. Talking about her for engagement. Tag her. You know, he probably follows the Shade Room. When he said that he watches baddies, I said, now, Nick, you too deep in. You too deep. He don't play. He don't play. She got two managers now. I saw it. I can't play it, but thank you so much, Nasby. I'm going to try to take screenshots of the show to talk about it. I'm probably going to have to do a Love Island Live tomorrow. Nasby also said, Nikki, the heart launch, I think, is Nick's latest post with the music saying my plug calling, but Nick has a video caption says my girl calling, and the camera then pans to Ola. I love them. Hannah said, when you watch What Happens Live, you'll see how disconnected Amaya and Brian are. You can see he can't stand her anymore. I really hope that envy is not boiling within his spirit because it's going to ruin every chance that he has to be anything great. I hope he's not watching, Nick and seeing his trajectory and being mad at it or seeing what's happening with Amaya, because he hasn't signed with anybody. Oh my gosh. I hope he doesn't let it ruin him. Brian, walk your own path. Please do not be looking and seeing what everybody else is doing, because I think they say the enemy is in comparison. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Me said, did you see on Nick's live from Monday night how Pepe was stepping hard? Oh yeah, I got that one. Takara says, so I'm scrolling on TikTok while watching you and I came across Christina, who's always in your chat, LOL. What are the odds? I'm telling you, my girl, she's an actual journalist, guys. That's why I bring her up here all the time. She knows her stuff. Hey, Takua. Takua said, just came from Nicolandria's and Bramaya's appearance on Andy Cohen's show and some tea was spilled, but they did everything possible to not say Huda's name in the the original Nick Twerk challenge. Lord, oh God, let me go watch what happens live. Let me get a couple more comments and then get out of here. Miss Franchica said, who works out the details on deals, incentives, options, etc.? Is it that management team? That is the agent. If the agent gets the job, they work out the deals. Now, if the manager brings something to talent, they would have to work out that deal. But the agent works out all of that, and he also works that out with your lawyer. So here's the thing. Do not sign with an agency without having a lawyer on retainer. I think Alandria is smart enough, and Nick are smart enough to have, and Chellace are smart enough to have managers on lawyers on retainers, because that lawyer reads the contract for you. Now you read your contract word for word, bar for bar, but the lawyer reads the contract and lets you know what this means and what you are signing. So the agent works out the deal, right? He says, this is how much my client is going to get. This is, works out all of that. However, the lawyer is the one who sits down with talent and says, hey, this is what you're signing. This is what your agent negotiated. Are you clear here? And is this okay with you? So you have to, before you sign anything, you got to work it through with those two people. Now, if your manager brought that job to you, then you work it out with your manager and your agent. But normally the manager, if they do bring jobs to you, it can get tricky with your agent, and you don't want to mess that up. So if you're wise, you'll let your manager bring that to the agent and not to you. Because if the agent finds out that the manager is also getting you jobs, it's just bad for business. It's bad for business. But if you have that kind of relationship with your manager's going to be like, so-and-so, I was at Hot Pilates and Queen Latifah was there and she said that she wanted you on the show. So I called your agent. So before I call your agent, I just want to let you know what's coming up. So I called your agent and told him to contact Queen Latifah's people because they want to get you on the show. That's how it should go. That's how it should go. And then when your agent contacts Queen Latifah and they set up the deal and everything, then your agent gives that to you and you give that to your lawyer and say, read this to me like I'm a toddler, so I know what I'm signing my image away to. That's how it normally goes. I remember I signed a deal. The show got canceled, but oh my God. I love that feeling to just, my life would have changed. It's okay. I'm happy because if I would have got that job, I wouldn't be here with you guys. So a win is a win. But it was the funniest thing because I didn't have a lawyer at the time. And my agent at the time was just like, are you sure you want to? Because I saw how much money I was getting paid and I was like, I want to do it. And my agent was just like, you need to read that with a lawyer. Don't just sign it. They knew I was brand new. They were like, you just can't sign it. And I said, look how much money. I'm doing it. And they were like, sit down with your lawyer first before you sign anything. Oh, Lord. Sippy Simone said, DBA has a wide roster across multiple industries. She has a good manager that has connections and plans set out for her. Amen. Now, Sippy Simone, is that just in social media or is it film and TV as well? Betty said DBA was originally co-founded by a black woman named Kim. Oh, her agency, her management is black. Kendra Black. Oh my God. Oh yeah, she's in good hands. She's in good hands. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, she got a black one. Oh, she's good. That's what I want. Like, I love my agent. But I want like a whole black team. I really, really do. But, you know, I'm happy where I'm at. Hollywood Girl said that's what UTA and CAA do. Connect talent to film, TV, social media. Ola and Nick are good. Yeah, they're in great hands. Oh, she got a sister riding for her. She's going to do well. Emmy said, I saw someone say in the chat earlier that Pepe's ex was Chocolate Woman as well. Now it makes sense. He kept on saying, if you only knew, to Nick over and over. And I'm like, let me find out that Alandria is the type. Because he even had a problem with that. He said, Alandria, you said clocky. Like, you don't know my type. Child. The Bible said, Princeton just because you don't want to believe it. Or what is going on? I'm missing everything. And I'm going to keep on missing it. I ain't got time. Give Me Shelter said, those WBs ain't falling for a Sydney Sweetie like they are white boys. I'm like, WBs ain't falling for a Sydney Sweeney like they are Alandria and her jeans. The patriarchal daughters of the Confederate are falling, melting down. Somebody better check on them. I hope Nicolandria don't start a trend. We don't need the drama. Ice Macchiato said, yes, I grew up around white people and I could never be friends with the white woman who want to be black and date black men because they get weird. Yeah, it's like, you know who's faking it. You know who's the real deal. Be Yourself said, Nick is a good looking white boy. America is his oyster. He doesn't get certain things. He doesn't get certain things, but Ola is older, so she will get it. I hope Shelly learns to ignore Sierra though. I think she will now. Jude said exactly, and Brian keeps drinking up the alcohol in the room. Ugh. Well, he also did say that he was struggling with his mental health. This is a lot. I hope they are all getting therapy as well. You need to get therapy to navigate this new life. Betty said, yes, even Nick being so close to Baldilocks. 3D knows to keep his live on Nick the majority of the time and stay off camera because Nicolandrians will flock to see Nick. He knows that he was doing the same thing with Alandria. Nasby said, I think Nick has to go with the flow personality. He seemingly remained unscathed in his years, so he operates from a place of being protected even when in reckless situations with reckless people. Yeah, I think he's good. Be Yourself said Coco is an oddball, quieter California Nicki Minaj to me. She moved weird and it was unnecessary. Nasby said Coco take her socks on the podcast only for those same hosts to later trash her for that same guest appearance and say that she was boring. Give Me Shelter said no one made Coco take cheap shots at Alandria to impress the same white girls that said she's useless. Pick me's never learn ever. Nasby said maybe Coco's the rumored unexpected person that Zach said crashed out at the reunion. I don't think she was there. Andy did say everybody was there, so I don't know. Emmy said, that's what bothered me about Coco. Clark, Shelley, and Alandria have refrained from speaking ill about the black woman on the show because they know how social media will try and put them against each other. I just think Coco got too big for her britches, unfortunately. Ice Macchiato said Nick would be perfect for American Horror Story. He has the look. He would be perfect for any acting. Him and like the core four all together. If they all can act, they got it. Yes, guys, let's get the lights up. Thank you so much. JLB, thank you so much for the super chat. JLB said, thanks for the breakdown. Classes in session. You're very welcome. Listen, I've been through hell and high water out here. I should have learned something. Always Prices said, Ola, take your pills. Please get the patches up. We working. And Nick is trying to be a young dad, and she's trying to be a mom before 30. I hope they both change their mind. Get this coin first. Tiffany said, Essence needs to clock in and get Ola and Shelly on the cover ASAP. We'll see, child, if Essence is still around. Oh, Lord, they got some problems over there. Ice Macchiato said, Andy was shocked to see fans outside the reunion and said the housewives don't get that attention. I saw that. He was very giddy about that, and that made me very concerned. I'm like, he's not going to let this cast go. I hope they know what they signed with that Love Island contract. So here's the thing. We absolutely have to talk about this. Watch What Happens Live. I have to watch it. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. We have to. Hey, Selenia. Selenia said on Threads, I saw a pic of his Pepe's supposed ex-girlfriend, but unsure of the accuracy. Yeah, we talked about it. I'm like, I need him to confirm first. I will say I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. And there's somebody talking about what the girl said about Pepe. My mama's in here. I'm not clicking on it. But I heard that too. And I was like, yo, wow, y'all just tell your business online. My God, today, the NNH said we need someone else for non-Bravo reunions. Peacock needs to get an actor or a journalist to this. Somebody. Betty said Pepe could have gone for Shelly or Nicolandria, but he went for Hannah or Sierra, which track with TikToks he made of his tights, blondes, and tan Latinas. He could have freed Shelly for Austin and Ola from. Listen, I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he didn't. Unique said the core four on Messy Spirited, so they would never. You are right. They're letting us do it for them while they collect their coins. Amen. And we're happy to do it. Burberry her indeed. Alandria in a Burberry bikini. Oh, that was. Oh, you weren't saying Burberry her. You were saying that's the perfume. I got it now. I got it. Thank you. That was the perfume. That was the perfume. Miss Brown Sugar has such a random aside, but Ace's chest tattoo and the Chellace photo shoots are icking me. Don't nobody want a baby looking back at you during those tender moments. He's a family man. BY said Nicola and Brian and Amaya will be on Watch What Happens Live on Wednesday. That's Andy's evening show tonight. Yep, we're all gonna watch it, or some have already watched it. But I'm gonna get out of here and I'm going to watch it and then we're going to talk about it tomorrow. And you know what? There might be some other stuff. The way they are feeding us every day, there might be something else that comes up. If you guys find anything, please send it to me on Instagram at Nikki.Star. Always Priceless said, I'm fitting to cry. Ola talking about her Love Island journey. Oh, I gotta watch it! He's going to do something. His eyes had a little twinkling when he was looking at those people waiting outside the reunion. And I'm like, oh my God, please get away from him. Get away from him. Get away from him. Ice Macchiato said, and can we say for a second, Ola slayed her look on Watch What Happens Live. Oh God. Oh God, I love it. I love it. I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for our core four. I really, really am. I'm so, you know what? This is what I love about Alandria. I'm gonna go in on her for a minute. She is the kind of Black woman that will make sure that as long as she eats, other Black women eat. And I love that for her because I guarantee you that there were so many other people, so many other management companies wanting her. And not saying that DBA is, because I thought she signed with some Houston agency. I didn't know that DBA was bought by UTA. Genius move. But I'm just saying, like, I know that there were others who wanted her. And I think she found the right fit for her, but I think she also made sure that whoever was leading her into this next stage was going to be assistant. And I'm telling you, a Black woman that thinks like that is going to be so successful. Here is why. Black women are the pulse of anything hot, period. Like anything that moves, anything that has any weight, any power. Black women are on it. And the fact that she is being very, very smart and concise about who is leading these next steps for her. I told y'all when I started the channel, I said this channel is for the Black girls and the gays. I've been said that because I know who gonna make sure I eat. I know who is going to look out for me. And I know as long as I got those two audiences, everybody else is welcome here. But I know who gonna butter my bread. I'm not playing. Oh, I'm not playing with. I make sure I make sure they know I appreciate. And the fact that she got that at 27, my God, today. I'm so happy for them. It's like it's me. I'm so proud of them. I can't wait for this reunion. I saw him choking on that barbecue. And Alandria, even before he started eating that, she was just like, he can't do no spices. I'm like, how long have y'all been together? They're a married couple. Nicolandria and Chellace are an old married couple. My God, today. Betty said, Nick also seems like if he's eating, he's going to make sure Alandria is eating and his circle eats too. Chellace and Nicolandria. Absolutely. And I always say this. I got this from my grandmother. You have to, in order for a woman to be in a successful and healthy and happy relationship, she has to be in a relationship with a man that loves her more than she loves him. It sounded harsh at the time when my grandmama said it, but she was right. Because here we go. Look at it. Alandria don't got to do nothing. Alandria, if there is a puddle on the street, Nick's going to put his jacket to make sure she walks over it or carry her. Ace, he don't let a second go by without Shelly knowing how much he loves that girl. You gotta y'all leave them mean men alone. The men that can't say that he loves you and just like, oh, I don't want to do that in front of my friends. He don't like you. You got to get a Nick. You got to get an Ace. You need a yearner. That's the only way that relationship won't work is if he's a yearner. If he's not, get him out of here. I love you too, name twin. Thank you. Mama Star said, Ola is taking Beyonce's lead. Don't respond to negativity. Just work on your paper. Period. Me too. We did it. Grandmama was right. Poor thing. He allergic to spice and got a black wife. Poor thing. I feel like Nick loves Alandria enough. He's going to cure himself of his allergies. No, I just found out that dropped today. So here's the lives tomorrow. The lives tomorrow in the afternoon are going to be Love is Blind UK. And then real quickly, I'm going to talk about Watch What Happens Live with Nicolandria and them other two people. And then that evening, I'm doing a Love After Lockup Live. But right after the episode. So we're back to our Friday night lives. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I got to get out of here. I got to watch What Happens Live. I want to talk about it. We're feasting. Thank you to the core. Anyway, oh yeah, I saw that he bought her some iPods because she didn't even ask. That's the thing. That's the kind of man you have to get. She didn't ask for it. She didn't ask him to do anything. That's the thing. Be with a man who you don't have to ask him to do nothing. He just does it. All she mentioned was that she lost her iPods. He went, didn't say anything, just went and got her new AirPods. I say iPods, new AirPods. She didn't have to ask, he just did it. The shirt off his back. Okay, I'm trying to get out of here. But Devonta, remember when we all talked about that? All she said was, I'm cold. She wasn't even looking at him. Gave her the shirt off his back. That's how it has to be. That's how it has to be. That's how it has to be. Accept nothing less. Accept nothing less. I keep on forgetting about them. And they won. They won. Emmy said, all I know is they better be making plans to visit Nick's mama so she can make Ola meatballs. Miss Jennifer ain't playing. Well, Nick said that they're going to spend the holidays together. Ciao. Betty says, we're going to end with Betty. She said, Nicolandria is showing so many Black women that they can just exist and be treated like a queen. They don't need to struggle and prove themselves like Ola tried with 3D. We saw her. The craziest thing is that we saw her struggling and fighting for a man that never wanted her because she fought for him because she thought that he was what she prayed for. She thought that he was a prayer answered. She had no idea that the prayer that she sent to the Lord was answered in the form of a white boy from Jacksonville, Florida. She said, oh, that can't be it. No way. I said black cowboy. God said, listen, I can't do black. I could do black adjacent. He said, I know what you want, but this is what you need. I love it. I love it. Oh, the after show is better? Okay, I'm watching everything because I still got Peacock. I'm holding on to the reunion. Thank you so much, Lenny. I love you too. I love you too. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Oh, you don't have to work for the answered prayer. God does the work. Just receive his blessings with a grateful heart. Amen. Amen. And amen. See you tomorrow. Yeah, like the live, y'all. Sheesh.